Hey guys, Prince of Macedon here, and we are going to do a replay commentary for Total War Rome 2, and I'll be commanding the Spartans. My opponent's name is ttougaw, or no, ttougaw, I don't know. He commands the Iceni. We're going to start this replay up, and you can see the armies. Again, I went with a imbalanced army. A lot of Spartans, Royal Spartans, Heroes of Sparta, regular Spartan hoplites, Cretan slingers, helot slingers. Not Cretan slingers, Cretan archers, and then Rhodesian slingers. My opponent has a better army than myself. He has a lot of skirmishers, sword units, and even some cav, so he has a much more balanced army than myself. And I'm going to use a nobile new box. Well, kind of. Like, I'm not going to seal it off, but I do have my guys moving out. Now, if you look at this, I don't want to get, encircled by him easily, so I'm going to swing my army to the left here. See that? I'm gonna go right there so I can head off these Britain slingers, and you're gonna see that I will come into some rough problems when I get up there. I didn't really deploy my troops properly, to be honest. But yeah, I got some Royal Spartans here, Spartan hoplites, and my back line, I have some Heroes of Sparta. Heroes of Sparta, Royal Spartans. My general is a Royal Spartan, and another Hero of Sparta. You only have 2 Heroes of Sparta, but they look pretty cool. Then I do have some Helot Slingers. Well, I got 1 Helot Slinger, with 3 Cretan Archers, and a few Mercenary Rhodian Slingers. My opponent has these, 3 Britain Slingers over here. He's got a few more. Here's some Britain Skirmishers. He's got a few more skirmishers. We can't see it though, but he does have more skirmishers than that. I believe, anyways. He definitely has some ambusher units over here somewhere. And he's got, let's see, Levy Freedman, Chosen Sword Bands. His general's a Heroic Noble, Chosen Sword Band. Here are some Britain Scout Riders. And he even has a chariot unit back here. Over on this other wing, he has these Levy Freeman, Chosen Sword Bands. So yeah, I started off with bad skirmishing technique here. Like, I rushed up my slingers and my Rhodian slingers by themselves, and then they were just getting hammered here. So I would contribute a lot of my my weaknesses in this battle to poor skirmishing here. I all this in such a rush, I figured, hey, my guys, my skirmishers are elite, his are not, so I thought I can just destroy these guys immediately. So I got really sloppy with my deployment. But you can see, look what happened here. I lost my freaking Rhodian slingers. They will come back, but the fact is, look how many I lost. That's almost 90 casualties there in that unit. That's pretty atrocious. So you can see, this is the mobile box. It's not a real box, though. A real box would enclose all of these spots here. So my Spartans are being shot. Where are those ambushers? Here are the ambushers here. Had a hard time seeing them. So here's the tactical overhead. Yeah, I brought an army that I knew was going to get surrounded. That's why I chose this kind of formation. It's not a complete new box, but it is, I like to call it a mobile new box. But there's totally space here where the enemy could just run in here. So he's targeting this unit of Royal Spartans right here. And here, in this battle, I'll be experimenting with turning off the attack formation for phalanx units. Not a big fan of it. Anyhow, let's go look at the mayhem. It's some mayhem right there, and it is the month of May, so it's very fitting here. So I see these with our cav units coming, these Britain Scout Riders, and he's gonna go for this big opening in my sandwich here, Spartan sandwich, we'll call it that. So I'm gonna pull these guys back, and I'm gonna move these Heroes of Sparta up, and I'm also gonna try to target his cav with my slingers here. And I got my Heroes of Sparta lined up. Unfortunately, I left my skirmish mode on, so I wasn't able to control my skirmishers too well. So I'm pushing more Spartans out to oust his cav from coming in. And they didn't really suffer many casualties when they did so, so no loss for them, to be honest. So yeah, by disabling my attack formation, look at that, I'm just getting hacked down hardcore. There's no phalanx, my troops are useless like this. So that was just an experiment. You know, again, I'm just trying to get my feel for this game. I never did take the time to learn it like I did Rome 1. So yeah, you can hear people like bragging about beating me in this game. I mean, not this guy, but in general, it's like, wow, I destroyed him in this game. Well, dude, I have no experience in this game, dude. So anyways, gotta turn my Royal Spartans here to face these heroic nobles. Here's the tactical overhead. He's like, you know, weaving in and out of my troops here. I'm using my Royal Spartans to try to save my skirmishers, but again, you know, I left my skirmish mode on, so my guys are going to be running without my orders. It's kind of annoying. I'm so not used to the user interface in this game. Understood. So finally, scared one of their scout riders away. See how they're breaking? Well, how they have broken. They're shattered. And look at my skirmishers, so out of place here. This guy's gonna charge at the backs of my skirmishers. I'm gonna send my general up to try to intercept the scout riders. Very chaotic battle. So these guys, I kind of just left them here. Oh well. And yeah, my skirmishers are just like sitting ducks for these scout riders here. I'm trying to like send my troops over to, well, my hoplites to ward them off, and also have my skirmishers, you know, try to defend themselves too, proactively by targeting those cav units. Yes, Commander. Here's gonna envelop this unit of Royal Spartans here. It will take down my numbers considerably. These guys are doing pretty well. No, they're not. Never mind. And this unit's breaking here. This unit of Spartan hoplites. And then it's not breaking. But it's not really causing too many casualties to this general unit here. So let me show you the overhead. We got more scout riders just rushing into my skirmishers. Yeah, definitely should have disabled my skirmish, but you know, I was looking at it, I was like, man, this user interface is really annoying me. So I was like, oh well. Definitely had a good time though. You know, like getting a feel for the game. Like, in order to learn a game, you gotta, you know, play around with the settings here. In this case, I was playing around with my attack formation on these phalanx units. So, you know, it's a learning process. Form phalanx now. But, you know, I am happy showing this game. Even though it's not as good as Rome 1 in my opinion, I'm still happy showing it. Because, you know, these close-ups are pretty damn good. Like, even on my computer, I think they look pretty good still. I just think, you know, I prefer the gameplay of Rome 1. Also the fact that, you know, Rome 1 has, you know, the free-for-all mode for multiplayer, which, you know, it's a mode that I don't think should not be in, you know, the next Total War games. It should be in the next Total War games. It's a multiplayer mode which adds a lot of life to the multiplayer aspect. Because, you know, I disappeared from this game for such a long time. Just because, you know, there's no free-for-all, so. Anyhow, there is still a lot of fighting left, but you can see his numbers are just starting to assert themselves over my Spartans here. Hey, look at this guy. That looks like the guy from the Food Network, the food channel. I forgot the name of that guy. He's blonde, but he has his own restaurant. Anyhow, look at my skirmishers getting destroyed here. These are the chariots. They're, you know, finally showing themselves a bit more in this battle. He was trying to keep them out for as long as he could. Totally flamed my guys back over here. See that? Hack them down! And look, I actually managed to fight those guys off. It's pretty cool. There's a few moments of glory to be had. That's the Spartan way, you know? You might lose the battle, but if you look good doing it, hey hey. Breaks the lines. So yeah, with this kind of battle, it's hard to just show everything unless I do this, or if I just keep the overhead going. But if I do that, it's not gonna look pretty. See this? If I just show like this, yeah, you can follow along easier. But a lot of people want to see these close-ups here, which I don't blame them. The guys who animated this and who made the artwork for this game are genius. They're brilliant. Hack them down! So it is kind of curious, you know, that I will start to cause a lot of Iceni breaks here, you know, like shattering attacks. But yeah, you can tell by my numbers that it's not going to last. You know, these moments of glory. There weren't too many to be had in this battle, to be honest, though. Like, I take a huge gamble. And, you know, sometimes it pays off, but yeah, this time I did it. It did not. Whack! Oh, it's cool! That one left like a freaking blaze there. Trail of blaze. Kind of like the... Is that the Ghost Rider? He leaves that flame in his wake. So, yeah, look at my general. He's still, you know, fighting like a beast here. He even gained experience fighting all these guys. But he is down to, what, 71 men? Easy now. Yeah, we're gonna watch some of this action. So yeah, you know, there's a lot of troops breaking over here. But this unit of, what, 33 Royal Spartans, they're actually, you know, knocking a lot of these guys out over there. But I think the combination of my, well, first off, my army composition was pretty horrendous. That was my first mistake. Second mistake, was my overconfidence in my skirmishers to deploy in an unfavorable position to engage those Briton slingers. You know, I thought I could knock them out really fast, but that was not the case. And thirdly was, I guess, leaving my phalanx units out of attack formation. I mean, maybe it is good, but from my observation in this battle, I don't think that's a good idea for these phalanx units. Maybe for like sword units, that's good, but not phalanx type units. I just felt like I was doing a lot better when I put them back into attack formation. But yeah, you know, these blinking blue flags, it gave me some kind of hope, but yeah, my numbers are just too damn low at this point. So I would say my opponent didn't really make too many mistakes in this battle. From my amateurish viewpoint anyways. It's glorious watching these close-ups. Oh, they killed my Spartans. So yeah, I said GG in this battle maybe like, I don't know, maybe like 5 minutes ago. I thought it would have been over by now. But my Spartans were still fighting. I mean, you know, they are Spartans, so they are going to fight as long as they can. There's a chariot charge. I'm going to turn my guys try to kill these chariots here. But yeah, it's going to cause my guys to break. So this is when all my guys start to break. Here's the tactical overhead. Bam! Iceni win this fight. Let's go look at the damage here. So it was pretty bloody, but he could afford the losses. I could not afford as many losses as he could. So he did a superior job of destroying my army. He took advantage of all my my flaws in this fight and turned it into a rout. So this unit killed 241. I'm pretty proud of them. My general killed 206. This one killed 277. But again, you know, my guys could not afford the losses he could, so it doesn't matter how many guys how many guys my guys killed. I mean, unless they killed 2,620, that would have been something. But nope, his guys did a lot more kills overall, you know, dispersed amongst all of his troops, so he did a better job. Anyhow, good games to my opponent. Hope you guys enjoyed this fight. I'll see you guys later.